Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Dungeon Munches, where we are in the Steep City wetlands with a statue of a dude peering at us from the background. And no new weapons or things to buy. But we've got these ones. We can do 400 DPS. That's pretty good going. What if we did put the tomato soup back on? What can we do when we're in whirlwind mode? 491. That's definitely an improvement. And can we upgrade the tomato soup further? We can. We've got the insight for it. Level it up twice, no less. Now 10 base damage plus 91 primary weapon damage. $655 DPS. That feels like good going. No. Okay, so we take damage from those green goops. That's good to know. Now, you two can go down. You're slime mold, or at least you drop slime mold. That's very good to know. Well, actually, it's not. And it looks like you've got armor because, yeah, I'm guessing that's a broken armor symbol that was popping up above their heads. So having this hatchet in our offhand is probably pretty good for us. Now, which way is forward? Also, what are you doing coming up here? Leech. Leech has dropped leech meat. Okay, we're doing a decent job of surviving. Now, which way is forward, do you think? This way could be forward. It's hard to tell because, oh no. This might be a dead end. SUC, Public Relations Reel. The Steep City used to be a haven for criminals and scum. The residents leech off society. We do less for society than maggots and worms. But the president has issued a bold order to return the city to nature. So they just dunk the entire city into the water. I guess that works, maybe? Life finds a way. Very well. The slums are now a beautiful lake. Cool. Alright then. Now, that looks like a gap on that side. That looks like enemies getting up our grill. And it's a recipe. Slimy mold jelly. Do we carry on down or do we go back up on the basis that there was another path? We don't want to miss hidden stuff. The fact that we've just come across a hidden stuff there makes me think that this might be an optional bit. It's possible it all leads to the same place. We did have a bit like that in chapter 1 at one point. This isn't optional. Now. Oops. What have we got? Pan-fried leech steak. Okay. Music's nice around here. It's all chill. Watch that royally. And now it's a bat. It's not really standing still long enough for us to become whirlwind. But down it goes. Bat meat. Yeah, because we weren't able to get off a string of successive hits, we weren't able to keep our shield up. So we're in a bit of trouble. But, and that might be where we could have got dropped down from before. I feel like, I mean, what's the harm in checking? Yep, okay, that's completed that loop. That's great. Now, are you bats going to let me whirlwind, please? Thank you. I'm glad I buffed tomato soup. It's working out well for us. Nothing up there. Oh. Now, there's a recipe, but how do we get to it? Is it from here, or is it from further down? Over this way we've got not much, just a healing. So I guess we're carrying on down, and we'll come back up to get that recipe in a bit. Oh, we're going underwater. Oh, it's the crew. Hey guys. Glub, glub, glub. Glub. Yep. So Grill can't speak underwater, but Simmer learned. She's smart. Glub, glub. Nymph roast. That sounds delicious. Have to cook it underwater to retain its powers. And Grill's dragon fire is what we need to cook it. Glub. Eat this and we'll be able to move faster in water. That's what we wanted to learn. Let's see. Bam! Underwater dash. Glub, glub, glub. Thanks, Grill. You're alright. So, this looks like spikes, basically. Yep. This could be the spot where we come up and go left to get a recipe. Yes. Double axe build. Best build. There's not many games that use axe as the rapid fire weapon. Especially given there's daggers in the game. You would think it would be daggers that would be the rapid fire weapon of choice, but I like it when games mix things up like that. Now, bat soup. Excellent. Oops. Doing alright on the old platforming today. Not amazing, but we're getting there. It's never really been my genre. Imagine how hard life was for me back in the 90s when platformers were everywhere. Sad times all around. So, what can we cook now? Slimy mold jelly boosts magic damage. Pan-fried leech steak. Bullet output for all weapons. I mean, we do have bullets on our axe for some reason. Spreads disease carrier, increasing damage taken by 15%. All damage debuffs get transferred to nearby enemies. That actually sounds pretty good. I'm wondering if we need, like, slime jelly anymore, because we're not really taking hits because of our shield. So maybe an extra 15% damage to enemies is something we want. And we could potentially buff it. But I'd rather save up to max out tomato soup at this point, I think. And then we've got the leech grapple hook. Sounds fun, but I'm enjoying my hatchet, my axe. So, have we put disease carrier on you? Looks like it, because we're getting over 700 deeps at this point. Kind of hard to build up a bar when there's just one bat. Now, what are you lot doing? Farm a tree. What do we do? We're now being hunted every day, and here we waltz in with a couple of axes in our hands. Sacrifice is necessary. Existence of one life begets the suffering and death of others. Yeah. An endless cycle of suffering. So are we saying that President Kona is a dictator? Although, you've got that horrible crimson goop inside of you, haven't you? Yeah, we shouldn't be trusting this tree, everyone. Farmer tree, though. Farmer tree's alright. Rotten tree, though. Yeah, they're all about putrid. Eat this to know his grace. Now, farmer tree. That's not going to work out well for you, my friend. Now, which way is forward and which way is hidden recipes? That looks like a big spot down there. So maybe we'll go past our tree friends. Go down this side. Or does it both lead to the same place? Maybe. No, this guy's a big boy. Crayfish. Yeah, this way might be forward. The little crayfish. Easily dealt with. Any recipes over here for a friend? No. Oop. Oop. Oops. Yeah, this looks like it could lead to recipes. Let's gather all the enemies together and then we can whirlwind the heck out of them. Good. And crayfish double. Yeah, I was going to say it's probably a crayfish recipe, isn't it? And more crayfish. And then up. Oh, it's just health. We'll take it. And there's the exit. So, on we go. To the Steep City Hall station. With, what's that, a lamprey, maybe? It's just Neil. But it does want to latch onto us, so possibly a lamprey. Down it goes. Maybe we can... Well, we haven't got a recipe, so we can't cook it, but we can cook the crayfish double. Makes both primary and secondary weapons attack at the same time. I mean, we're doing that anyway, kinda. So I'm not sure if that's really required. And the 5% damage increase isn't outstanding. Leech bottle throws out a blood-sucking leech. No. Stick to hatchet. Chainfish. A high damage, wide swinging but slower axe. We can't make it yet. Can be charged. Yeah, I don't think we want that. We want faster attacks to boost our tomato soup and such. Now what are you cooking, guys? Yeah. Oh, no, Simmer knows when not to push her luck. Spicy ginger killer frog. Yeah, what happens to that, Grill? But yeah, good point. What have we got now? Dash and down to descend rapidly and to sink faster in water. So we've got down with dash. Excellent. Is that guy dead? Doesn't seem very dead, but at the same time he's not doing anything. So I guess he's dead. No, don't want to dash too fast because we want to look out for hidden things. Although now we might not have a choice. Okay, oops. Yeah, we're taking much more damage now from platforming than we are from enemies. Oops. What are you? Some sort of snail thing? And you've just killed us. I thought we just regenerated all our health. So how did you kill us so fast? Yeah, that thing, that whelk was dealing incredible damage and it nearly wiped us out. So we'll need to watch out for them and their attacks. Maybe do a bit of dodging here and there. Now, which way is forward and which way is respite? Yeah, that didn't go well. So how do we deal with these whelks? Not like that. Why are they suddenly dealing so much damage? Yeah, they're just killing us. Is it standing next to them that's killing us? Or is it just the bubbles? Or what? Yeah, it might have been standing on top of them. They might have had some sort of aura. What's down this way? Double whelk. That's awful. But we survived somehow. Now. Not a lot of health on the go. Good. So this way is progress. And it's not looped around, which makes me think the other way is a recipe. Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. That's that lot out of the way. And it's stewed whelk, because of course it is. So what do you have to say now, ladies? Anything? A truck. Okay. Their old truck, by the sound of it. Bullet holes from the drones that were chasing us. Giving up their lives and running from the authorities just to cook. Whose idea was it? Could have been Uncle Z's idea, to be honest. But there we go. We have now got the whelk. Trigger a shockwave when using shield bashes. Well, we're probably not doing that anytime soon. Leech blood pudding can also be made. Gain a shield while flying towards a hooked enemy. Well, we're not using the grappling hook, so... yeah, Looks like we haven't cooked that before. Magic attacks, explosive stuff. And it looks like we've missed a recipe, the scarlet pork stew. Because you would think we'd have that by now, given its placement. And maybe the grilled eel recipe as well. So I might have to do some more backtracking. What have we got here? A magical staff? Yeah, a water staff. And a shield? Yeah. Now down we go. Fish. We have become whirlwind. And they're piranhas. Yeah. That makes sense. They look like piranhas. But yeah, lots of enemies in a big group is what we want, because each hit counts towards the tomato soup. Gets us into whirlwind that much faster. Yes. That's the stuff. Now what we've got back up here, a bit of health. Another bin. So that way it could be progress. What if we go that way though? Is that the chain fish? Yeah, that's the chain fish. Okay. Because over here we have another one. And a path up, which is probably a recipe. Right, come here, piranha. Oh, another chain fish. Very well. And the double fish bowl. Chain fish plus piranha? Maybe? Oops. And that's a hidden. And that is chain fish nigiri. Okay. Oh. So is that leading back to... Yeah, good. And now we've got 2 more routes. Down or down. That whelk nearly finished us off once again, but we'd built up enough from the old shield, so we survive. Now, is this just the other... Oh, yeah, okay. So that's 2 ways down to the same spot. And now... There's a recipe. Yeah. Oh, piss. Dang it. Platforming once again is our enemy. It's not like the controls feel bad or anything. I'm just bad at controlling. And now I've just gone the wrong way because we've gone round in a loop and we're back to the crayfish. This is where I want it to be going. Down there. Oh. And that's how we get across there without dying horribly. Assorted fish soup. Just grab some fish. Grab any fish that you can find. Chuck them in a bowl. Bam. You've made assorted fish soup. And the whelk got us again. Yeah, there's a certain lack of control with this double axe build. Another whelk though. Okay, that one's bested. So that way might be forward with its bin. This way might be secrets. It's very dark. Oh, double chain fish. A gasoline bottle. Okay. Up we go. Chainfish can come up with us, that's fine. We'll fight them on our terms. Now, let's see. Fighting in water's not so bad. The extra control you've got over your vertical movement kind of helps. How many chainfish are we fighting here? It's kind of hard to tell. Not enough to stop us, that's how many. I like the way the water makes the sound a bit quieter as well, that's kind of cool. So, we've got Water Blade, Sawtooth Axe, which we don't want, even though it's an axe, Fishbone Launcher, the Water Bow, yeah, the Water Staff we already had, Gasoline Bottle, and recipe-wise, yeah, we've definitely missed a couple of recipes at least, and we've not found any fat grass, so we haven't been able to make stank tea yet. Assorted fish soup. When wielding a scythe, motivate your summons to increase their attack speed. Double fish bowl. Damage penetration for arrows. Bantam slash. Hit an enemy with quick slash and another melee attack at the same time. Sword based gubbins then, I guess. No, let's upgrade tomato soup. We like tomato soup. We like it a lot. What else are we using? We're using Disease Carrier. I don't know if it's that amazing or not, so I'm not going to buff it just yet. But we might have made our way to the complex, you know. Built out of magic-defying concrete. So we're on our own in here. Lasers as well. We can dash through them, that's good. Come on now, Simmer. Do we know how to access the network? Honestly, you two. Okay, she didn't like the OS, that's fair enough. Right, let's see. Yeah, let's get going. You two quit your bickering. And we will press on. Definitely no hiddens over there. So yeah, we'll have to come back for some recipes. But for now we enter the Steeped Command Center. Right, so we have to nudge these to open doors. And then they don't stay open for very long. Oh, it's the crew. They've made it this far then, even with the magic defying concrete. Grilled rocket backpack. Yeah, that's fair enough. Non-conventional ingredients are fine. Okay, Simmer realises half the stuff she does is very silly. But now Grill's embracing it. Dash twice in midair. Yep, we can in fact double dash in midair now, that's good. So, yeah, more tricky platforming up ahead. We messed that up big time, but that's fine, we got a bin. Now what, crew? So Grill can't get past the verification. Select all squares with vehicles. I mean, is the rocket chair not a vehicle? Yeah. These are good points. And we're in. Oh no, we're not. Nickel? Who are you? That's going to trigger some security alerts, probably. Wanted criminals detected. Grill and Sagalon and Simmer Nagash. Formerly high-ranking mages. Violated the Natural Resource Management Act through unauthorized cooking. And collaborating with Professor Z. Okay. Now we're getting scammed. Adult zombie. That's us. Yeah, that's a good point. How are you supposed to sentence her to death when she's already dead? Right, so yeah, security bots are coming our way. It's more of an inconvenience than anything, given as they're already spirits, but yeah, we need to find a way to get through as well. And we have, in fact, eaten an entire backpack, so yeah, let's collect some robot parts and eat them. Uncle Z's recipes. Cool. So, drones and such. Advanced recipes, the metal chapter. Excellent. So what are we looking at then? Mechanical juice, mechanical skin, and then, yeah, we need to find a bunch more recipes as well. There's some drones. They're not so bad. especially if they come in packs and we get our whirlwind on. So we're going up. But where are we going up? As in, where are the hidden recipes on our way up? Because there's probably hidden recipes on the way up, right? Although the lasers kind of suggest... Oh, I was going to say the lasers suggest otherwise, but then we can just dash through them, so... Right, but we can't trigger that. So we are going to have to go somewhere else. Like up here, and down and around, perhaps. Cool. And that's how we get that first extra recipe. The shiny light sword. Oh. Mines? They look like mines. Okay, they're not mines so much as just lasers that we don't want to hang around with. And you shielding those other two? Perhaps. We got some mechanical juice for our troubles. Yeah. Come at me 5 at a time. That'll make life easier. Okay. What are you? Kinda strong. Dealt a bit of damage to us. Raised wings? Good. And yeah, another big pile of them. Down they go. So. Come down to ground level, please. Good man. Two at a time. Means we get some decent damage in with our whirlwind, but the fact they keep moving around is kind of awkward for our whirlwind. Don't drop that down there, that's a rare thing, possibly. We want that. Another bin, very good. No hidden bits. Nutrition deployment station. Nutrition cakes, they sound good. 3 servings every 24 hours, that's fine. And any negative opinions about nutrition cakes gets you killed. Well, I'll be fine then. I'll eat nutrition cakes all day. So what can we make? The viral syringe, which is a dagger that injects a flesh-eating virus. And the power bank helps you recover mana. Curious. And recipe-wise, magic damage increased. No thanks. Lightning damage on hooked enemies. So, yeah, the grappling hook build does seem to be a thing. What's up this way? Probably another recipe. What are you? Dead, that's what you are. A pulse battery. Okay, that's led us to a new spot once again. A new axe, the light hatchet. Inflicts 30 axe or melee damage. But it doesn't destroy armor. or increase damage by 20%. So is it better? I guess we'll have to see. Certainly doesn't feel like it based on how that's going. I think the fact that a lot of these enemies might have armor means that it's not better. No. Piss. 50 damage! That's a lot of damage. Gonna have to be careful on this bit. Oops. Or we just rush through, get ourselves some steel-plated tofu. Now, we can drop down here. And we didn't have enough shield to save our lives there. But do we need to continue in that direction? What have we got here? Generates a pulse that damages and stuns all nearby enemies after blocking an attack, within half a second of raising your shield. Okay. But was that just going to lead back to that door? I feel like there's probably nothing else in this direction. But I do want to know for sure. Yeah, it just leads back out to here. Which is all gradually leading back down to here. Okay. Oh, it's stunning us. I just about saw the little arrows above our head that suggested mash back and forth. Shiny light sword. Okay, that's not for us. What happens if we go this way? We get portable brain power. Items will drop slower now. So, as in the speed with which they hit the floor is slower, I assume. Water. We don't mind a bit of water. Not a fan of lasers, but we don't mind water. Fried skin cracklings. Sounds tasty. Okay, so that way wasn't forward. Grow bone spikes to hurt enemies on collision once your scythe summons are grown to maximum size. Okay. So forward then, I guess, is this way. Now, what was going on there? Oh, we've still got that in our offhand. Enables sword combos for any weapon class. I didn't realise that was a secondary weapon. Holding secondary does a special spinning attack. That's cool. But we need double hatchet for our build, so... So now we're back to here. But this time we'll just go straight up, I guess. Yes, come on friends. All of you at once. This guy doesn't want to be in close range to us. And shot us for 50 damage. Now what's over this way? More dudes that can't step to the power of tomato soup. Iron egg skewers, okay. We're back out, and we've got a new bin. So is that just... Yeah. Somewhere we can just get to where we've not missed anything. Cool. And on we go. The command center. Strange blue pieces? Good, I like strange blue pieces. Professor Z teaching Simmer. Okay. The passage above is blocked by a screen of lasers. That's not ideal. So what are you? Reveals enemy's weak points, landing an arrow on it increases damage output. Yeah, we're going to have to find our way into that laser room. We've got a couple of different routes. We've got left and right. Oops. That wasn't the least competent platforming I've done. Wasn't the best. That's a mechanical heart, that's new. Do you not want to come down to my level and get whirlwinded? Oh, it's a little swarm of buggers, that's cool. Swarms are what we need. Yeah, we can deal with swarms all day long. And there's the gang. Well, it's just Grill. What you got, Grill? Yes, water cooling technology. They've just flooded the entire place. It's possible. Yeah. So that will lead us back out. But before we go back out, recipes. Mini boss. Got a mechanical leg for a robophage. Fried breast cutlet. That just sounds tasty. Oh, it's Rob the Blogger. Second episode of Dungeon Exploration. A year since the last episode. I mean, that's nothing compared to some of the people I watch on YouTube. Rummaging through secret government archives. Good. This fell swiftly after the CO4 pandemic. We just call it the apocalypse. Fair enough, that's what I've been calling it. Automated security breakdown. So that presumably led to chaos. Without the help of the security forces. The humans tried to help, but they got infected, and yeah, it all fell apart. So the Steep City received its CO4 at the same time as Sorbit. But then with humans, it got even worse. Massive amounts of biomass. Eats and consumes all non-human creatures. It prefers attacking humans. We were human once. Now we're a zombie. Yeah, the sun disappearing was a problem. Rob's getting married. To iCreep, the drone. Okay. The Snow Peak Command Center. Is that where we're going next time? We'll continue to peek through archives. Very well. Oops, so there are these big boys. Down it goes. And there's another one. Yep, nice try. Actually, before we go back through there, what's down here? Two of the buggers. Whatever shall we do? And we've got a weapon blueprint for the portable execution device. Report on the Ascension incident. Unidentified burst of energy. The comet. Some matter changed. Effects include the ability to warp reality and break the laws of physics, known as magic. So the Ascension occurred, and that gave people the ability to use magic. And it made the plants sentient. And it coincided with, yeah, the sun disappearing. Device reduce the spread of Ascension. It can enter people through the food chain. Government controls the natural world and food supply in order to fully suppress it. So did Simmer and Grill want to spread magic? And that's why they worked on cooking so much. They wanted to share their gifts with the world. Maybe. I mean, Z was helping them, so maybe he wanted to spread the gifts to make sure that the government couldn't just control everything. Now, how are we supposed to hit that? You're supposed to wall climb and then... because we can't bounce through there. There we go. The laser anti-magic phase barrier removal system. That's what we need. Okay. It's not a happy computer. Yeah, what is wrong with humans? That's a good question. Yeah, thank you. Please remove the barrier. Cool. So that's some progress made then. So which way? So we went up there, didn't we? So now this takes us back. The barrier doesn't look fully removed though. I think it's only been half removed and we are going to have to go this side as well. Or maybe up there. Options abound. Oh no, that's the way out. Okay. Options are one. But we will explore this option next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.